All right, welcome back, class. This is the second part of your grammar video on Wednesday, April the 8th. Okay, we just went over the 5 uses for commas, and now I want to work in your book with you and do some of these together, and then I'm going to have you do the rest of them for homework. Okay, where would commas belong in these sentences? So number 1, class, who invented the first workable steamboat? Right, that's a direct address when someone's talking to the class. Class, who invented the first workable steamboat? Yes, it was Robert Fulton. All right, that's an introductory word. Yes, needs a comma behind it. Number 3, he was a well-known portrait painter, but he became more and more interested in engineering. What do you think? Looks like a compound sentence to me. We've got one sentence here, joined by a conjunction. It needs a comma with it. Number 4, he ran his first steamboat on the Seine, a river in France. All right, this is in a positive describing this river. A river in France is what that Seine is. Okay, I'm not sure if I pronounced that correctly. Number 5, no, that was not the only boat Fulton built. It's an introductory word. No, comma. The Clermont, another steamboat, traveled the Hudson River. Is that a compound sentence, a complex sentence, and a positive, direct address, introductory word? It's in a positive. It's describing what the Clermont is, comma, another steamboat, comma, traveled the Hudson River. Can we cover that up and say another steamboat traveled the Hudson River? Yes. So that's what in a positive is. It can take the place of that noun that it describes. Okay, number 7. When you visited New Orleans, did you see a steamboat, Quan? Okay, well, we've got a couple things here. We've got a sentence here. You visited New Orleans, and did you see a steamboat, Quan? All right, we have a subordinating conjunction, which makes this a complex sentence. When you visited New Orleans, comma, did you see a steamboat, Quan? Now I'm directly talking to Quan, so I need to set his name off there. So there was 2 things in that one. All right, and let's look at the bottom of the page here. Let's add commas where we need them. Paul, how many parts does an insect's body have? That's a direct address. We're talking to Paul, so we're going to set his name off. Number 9, well, there are 3 main sections, Mr. Jensen. Well, we have well as an introductory word, and we're actually talking to Mr. Jensen. There are 3 main sections, Mr. Jensen, so we're going to set his name off here also. Number 10, some insects help humans, but others are very harmful. We have 2 sentences here, joined by a conjunction. It needs a comma right in front of it. That's a compound sentence. Number 11, the honeybee, a stinging insect, makes honey. Okay, well, a stinging insect is describing what a honeybee is. So that's in a positive, talking about a honeybee. Can we cover that up and say a stinging insect makes honey? We can. And we have a couple more here. Okay, number 12, because mosquitoes are blood-sucking insects, they carry disease. This is a complex sentence. It's 2 sentences, and it starts with a subordinated conjunction because mosquitoes are blood-sucking insects, comma, then you have they carry disease, which is another separate sentence. Valerie, are there other insects with wings? This is a direct address. We're talking to Valerie. Yes, Mr. Jensen, moths and flies have wings. Well, we have an introductory word, yes, but we're talking to Mr. Jensen, so his name needs to be set off with commas. That's a direct address. So yes, comma, Mr. Jensen, comma, moths and flies have wings. Okay, I know it's a lot of things to think about. So I'll take a picture of the uses for commas, and you can flip back to your other page. But I want you to do this section here, and I want you to write out all of this. You do need to write it out, and I want you to put commas where they're needed. Okay? All right, do your best. Take your time. This will be due tomorrow morning at 8.